Have you ever woken up one morning with that burning question in your mind? Why am I not where I want to be? Why does success feel so far away even though I am working hard? Let me tell you something straight. Success is not about overthinking. It's not about waiting for the perfect timing. And it's definitely not about scrolling through motivational quotes all day. Success begins the moment you decide. That's right. Before manifestation, before the law of attraction, before all the fancy self-help theories, first, you have to decide what you want. You see, indecision is the thief of dreams. Many people waste their entire lives saying, I don't know what I want. Or maybe later, maybe when things are better. But the truth is, the universe does not wait for you. Life moves with or without your permission. And if you don't decide, someone else will decide for you. Now, once you decide, you have to execute. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Execution is where dreams begin to take shape. People often ask, but what about manifestation? What about the law of attraction? Listen, those things come later. They amplify your journey, but they cannot replace it. The universe rewards action, not intention. Imagine this: you want to build a house, but instead of laying the first brick, you sit there visualizing the house for 10 years. Nothing happens. But the moment you pick up a brick and start building, suddenly people show up to help. Resources appear, opportunities align. That is when manifestation works, when you already prove through your action that you are serious. If you can work 10, 12, even 15 hours a day, not because someone is forcing you, but because you love it, because you are obsessed with the dream, then you have found what you truly want. Think about Steve Jobs. He didn't create Apple because he wanted money. He created it because he couldn't sleep at night unless he made his vision real. Elon Musk didn't build Tesla because he wanted to look cool. He did it because he couldn't stand the idea of a world that wasn't pushing for sustainable energy. When you wake up excited, when you skip sleep because your passion is bigger than your tiredness, that's when you know you are aligned with your purpose. That's when success is not a question of if, but when. But let's get real. The journey isn't easy. You will be tested. The world will challenge you. You will face moments of doubt so heavy that quitting will look like the easier option. And in those moments, you have to remember this pain is temporary, but regret is forever. Muhammad Ali once said, I hated every minute of training, but I said don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. That's the reality of execution. You pay the price today so you can live the reward tomorrow. Think about J.K. Rowling. Before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon, she was a single mother, broke, struggling to survive. She could have given up. She could have said, maybe this dream isn't for me. But she kept writing, kept executing, even when nobody believed in her. She was rejected by 12 publishers before someone finally gave her a chance. Today, she is not just wealthy, she has inspired millions of children around the world. Why? Because she executed. She didn't stop when life told her no. And this brings me to an important truth. Success leaves clues. Just like a chef follows a recipe to make the perfect dish, success is also about following the recipe of those who already made it. If you copy their discipline, their consistency, their mindset, you too can cook the same result. But here's the catch. If you miss one ingredient, if you skip one step, the whole dish falls apart. You can't just want the results of Elon Musk without his sleepless nights. You can just admire Oprah's influence without the years of pain and rejection she faced. Success requires the full recipe, not the half version. So ask yourself today, are you willing to follow the recipe? Are you willing to put in the same relentless consistency that the greats did? It's because the truth is, you cannot cheat success. You might get lucky once, but lasting success, the kind that builds empires, the kind that inspires generations, always comes from a perfect blend of vision, execution, resilience, and obsession. Now let's talk about obsession for a moment, because normal effort produces normal results, but obsession produces extraordinary results. Thomas Edison, when he was inventing the light bulb, failed over 1,000 times. People laughed at him, mocked him, told him to give up. But Edison said, I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That's obsession. And that's the reason we have light today. So when people tell you you're working too much, when they say you're crazy for sacrificing weekends or parties, just smile, because they don't see what you see. They don't understand that obsession is the heartbeat of achievement. But don't confuse obsession with blind work. Success is not just about working hard, it's about working smart. Execution without reflection is wasted energy. You have to constantly analyze what's working, what's not. Where do I need to adjust? Look at athletes. They don't just train. They review game tapes. They refine techniques. They analyze opponents. That's how they sharpen their edge. So in your journey, don't just keep running. Stop, analyze, adjust, and then run again even faster. And yes, this is where manifestation, visualization, and law of attraction finally step in. Once you are executing, once you are obsessed, then your energy is so powerful that it starts attracting opportunities. Suddenly, the right people enter your life, the right chances open up, and everything begins to align. Oprah once said, "Luck is preparation meeting opportunity," and she's right. The so-called luck people talk about isn't random, it's your preparation attracting the moment. But let me remind you again, none of this works without clarity. If you don't know what you want, you cannot attract it, you cannot execute it, and you definitely cannot achieve it. Clarity is the starting point of every success story. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what do I really want? Not what society wants, not what my family wants, not what social media tells me is cool. What do I want? And once you answer that, commit to it fully. Let me share with you a real example. Jeff Bezos, before starting Amazon, had a stable job on Wall Street. He was comfortable, earning well. But he asked himself a powerful question. When I am 80 years old, will I regret not taking this chance? That was his moment of clarity, and he decided to execute. Today, Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. But it all started because Bezos knew exactly what he wanted and had the courage to execute it. Execution, clarity, obsession, resilience, that is the recipe. And once you follow it, success is not a distant dream. It's inevitable. But here's the last piece of the puzzle: gratitude. Because in your chase for success, don't forget to enjoy the journey. Don't forget to appreciate the small wins. Gratitude keeps you grounded. It keeps you human. Without it, success feels empty. Tony Robbins says, "Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure," and he's right. Many rich people are miserable because they forgot gratitude along the way. So let me leave you with this. Success is not magic. It's not luck. It's not reserved for a chosen few. Success is a recipe. Decide what you want. Execute without excuses. Obsess over your vision. Resilience in the face of failure. Reflection to refine your path. Gratitude to keep your soul alive. Follow this recipe, and life has no choice but to reward you. And if you are still listening to me right now, let me remind you this is your sign. Stop waiting. Stop overthinking. Stop doubting. Decide today. Execute today and make your future self proud. Because one day you will either say, "I'm glad I did," or "I wish I had." The choice is yours. Before you go, if this message touched you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to HopeInLines, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, your journey doesn't have to be lonely. We are building a community of dreamers and doers right here. So join us, because together we rise.